Hello and welcome to GMAT Golf. Guys, thank you all for tuning back in. It has been a hot minute since I put out a Golfers Ramblings or any content at all. Reason for that is I had COVID or the flu, whatever you want to call it, a few weeks ago, and it literally bedbound me for probably 4 or 5 days. I was ill, like proper poorly. And in all honesty, I've only just started feeling myself in maybe the last week or so. Just needed a break away from sort of life really, but I'm back, and a couple of things I want to talk to you about today. So let's talk about winter golf and the changes we need to make during winter golf, or do we need to make any changes during winter golf? And those of you that know, those of you that have followed my previous Q&A know that I'm a brand ambassador for GolfStar Competitions. Now, we have got an absolutely fantastic competition. Like, this is so good. Okay, it's going to be a standalone competition which is going to be out on drawn on Tuesday the 6th of December, but I'm going to come on to that in a little minute. Okay, I'll discuss that in a few minutes. So good, so good. But anyway, winter golf. So a lot of people during winter golf change things and make changes to their bag, their hardware, the balls and so on. The first one and the main one that I see a lot of people is, oh, it's the winter now, I need to change my ball. Now there's a couple of trains of thought behind why we're changing our ball. The ground's wet, ball's going to plug, you're potentially going to lose balls if you're missing fairways a lot and so on. So you want to change to a cheaper ball, a brighter ball like a Volvic Vivid, or you know, that sort of thing. I understand that. I kind of get the train of thought behind it, whereby you want to save some money because you don't necessarily want to be losing your Pro V1s during the winter. Kind of get it. Okay. The next train of thought is, it's winter, it's colder. My premium Pro V1 TP5, because it's spinny, it's not going to travel as far. Let's change to a distance ball, get more distance. Okay, again, I see your train of thought. Be a price saving point there as well. But here's my train of thought. I do change balls throughout the year, not just summer and winter. So I only use TP5 and TP5X, and I won't deviate from that whatever time of year is, unless it's a provisional and it's random ball I pull out my bag, which is not very often. So the reason I use the same ball throughout the year is because I have consistent feel with the ball, and I know how that ball reacts. So I know I hit my 7 iron with my TP5, TP5X, 151 to 155, there or thereabouts, carry. Okay, so that's the reason I use the same ball throughout the year. The characteristics of the ball, they don't change. It's the same ball. Yes, you're going to lose a little bit of distance in the winter, but the feel, the reaction is going to be the same. Okay, now if I then change that ball because I don't want to, I don't want to lose the premium ball during the winter, so I go to a cheaper ball, a firmer ball, whatever, just a different ball in general, that ball's not going to react the same. And because that ball's not going to react the same, it's not going to feel the same, it's not going to play the same, therefore my golf becomes different. So I'm hitting shots that I think should do X, but Y's happening. Now, do you take that into account when you look at that, when you want to change your ball for the winter? Not sure you do. Now, like I said, I do change from the TP5 to the TP5X for a couple of reasons. One, the TP5X is lower spinning than the TP5. So when it's windy, I'll use the X. Because it's lower spinning, it reacts to the wind less. When it's lower spinning, I will get some run on a wet fairway. But yeah, that's why I will stick with the TP5 and the TP5X. Like I say, if it changes to something else completely different, it ain't ideal. So yeah, that's my reasoning for changing or not changing. Or I personally would change to a completely different brand or type of ball. For me, it just makes no sense at all. Even from a cost point of view, it's just, you're used to paying X for balls, carry on paying it. But yeah, I don't change balls, as I say, other than the TP5 and the TP5XL. Feel wise, there is minimal difference, slight difference on the butterface, but because I've been using it for such a long time, I can sort of just groove straight into the two. Other changes that people tend to make, and I am one of these people, and I kind of see the reasoning behind this. Long irons to hybrids. So I carry a 2-iron again at the moment. Well, I've been carrying a 2-iron through the summer. The more the ground's hard and you can fizz it out there and get that run, hitting the 2-iron makes sense. Whereas in the winter, whilst a 2-iron may not carry as far, or doesn't carry as far as a hybrid, you're just going to plug, you're not going to get that fizz and run. So a hybrid goes in my bag just so I can get that extra little bit of distance on the carry, and I'm not losing too much distance. But also the hybrid out of a wet claggy lie is easier to hit than an iron, than any iron. So yeah, there's a change I'll make at the top, and by 2-iron to 2-iron and hybrid, sort of swap throughout the seasons. And lob wedge as well. May not always take it out of my bag, but I tend not to use a lob wedge through the winter. Similar reason as to why I take the 2-iron out, because of the loft on it, and I've got quite a high bounce loft on lob wedge. I think it's 12 or 14, which is quite a high bounce. Sorry, get my teeth in. So it still digs in when you've got that soft ground. You get that chunk. So lob wedge will come out, and I'll just manipulate sand wedge or 52 where possible. So there's a couple of changes that I make there. The biggest issue I have with winter golf, it ain't really the way, it's the clothing. I hate wearing layers and layers and layers of clothing. I can't stand it. So I struggle with that. As the years have progressed and technology and clothing's progressed, it's got better. So I'm not walking around like the abominable snowman. I'll tend to wear a Skinner t-shirt, and then either a gilet, gillet, body warmer, whatever you want to call it, or a jumper. That will tend to do me. I may wear a snood or a woolly hat for a couple of holes, but then I just get too hot and my baseball cap comes back on. And I think one thing is an absolute must for winter golf is not just mittens. Hand warmers inside said mittens. These are a godsend, because there is nothing worse than thinning an iron when it's cold. Oh, the pain. But yeah, so there are just a few changes that people make through winter golf. And as someone put on Twitter the other day regarding measured courses throughout winter, so all courses do it, tend to put on maybe temporary greens, temporary tees, forward tees. They'll only use a certain section of the green to protect the course. 100% agree with that, wholeheartedly agree with that, and that's literally as it should be. The question was, is your course measured so you can still keep an accurate handicap? My course is measured for the winter, because we have our winter tees are fixed, so they're there all year round, so they are measured. They're not a case of push the tee blocks forward. We've got proper winter tees on several holes anyway. So yeah, the course is measured for winter, but not all courses are. So let's look at things. So the course plays generally will play shorter through the winter, which is easier. Not always the case, but so you'll shoot, or a lot of people will shoot low rounds during the winter. Now you'll be putting those cards in, and they will affect your handicap. But if your course isn't measured, they shouldn't count. What do you think to that? So that's a bit of a funny one for winter golf. I don't understand why all courses aren't measured for the winter. How difficult can it be? You know roughly where your tee blocks are going to go in the winter. Just do it. So yeah, winter golf. It's winter, it's cold, you just got to suck it up, make the changes that you need to make. But the biggest one for me is the ball. Don't do it. Stick with your normal ball. If you can get it in a different colour, maybe get it in a different colour, but keep the same ball. Now, as I said at the start of this video, myself and GolfStar, we've got a cracking competition coming up. As I say, today, this video's gone live. The competition is Tuesday the 6th of December. Well, that's when it's being drawn. Tuesday the 6th of December. And it is for this absolute beast. Take a look. BMW M140 2019 plate, retailing around £23,000, £24,000. It's got 29,000 miles on the clock, one owner from new. Shadow edition, so you've got the full M Sport body kit, it's got carbon fibre spoiler, black wheels, black grills, looks the business, there's no chrome on it. Obviously 335 horsepower out the bag, and listen to this cold start. Listen to this. So this is on the site at the moment. This is on GolfStar Competitions website. The link is down below. Please jump on it. For £2.99 a ticket. That's £2.99 a ticket. Less than a meal deal. All right? And you can win this. Or if you don't want the car, £20,000 tax-free cash. Just coming up to Christmas, cost of living crisis. Who don't need 20 grand? This is a competition well worth entering, guys. Can't recommend it enough. I've been to see the car today, and it is mint. It needs a little bit of a clean, and it will be detailed before the winner gets it. But it's mint, so good. Obviously the cream interior. I'm not a fan of cream interiors, and I said this to Ted when I got there. Whoever spec'd it, I wouldn't have spec'd it that way, but the red with the cream really goes well, like really well. Interior spec as well is good. It's got ProNav, so you've got the bigger screen. You've got Harman Kardon. Now, anyone that knows BMWs knows that if you haven't got Harman Kardon sound system, they sound awful. But also what you find is the majority of 1 Series, even the top of the range M140, don't get spec'd with M140. So like I say, whoever bought this car and has spec'd it really well. So the lucky winner, if they keep the car, is not going to be disappointed. As I say, guys, this competition runs out, or is drawn on the 6th of December, Tuesday the 6th of December. Live draw on Facebook and Instagram at 8 o'clock. And whether there's 669 tickets, I think it is, sorry, 1,669, there or thereabouts tickets to be sold. If they don't sell out, the draw will still happen. So whether we sell 1 ticket or all tickets, this car is getting given away. Obviously we have our Monday, Thursday draws as normal. Jump on them. We've currently got prizes for as little as a penny. Like, get over to the site and have a look, see what's what, guys. And good luck to all of you guys that enter it. Now, back to winter golf. So, as I say, we talked about balls, talked about clothes, talked about the length of the course. Let's talk walking, trolleys, buggies. Now, this is a real bugbear of mine, and I spoke about it, I think it was in my Q&A that I did the other day. I think, and I'll stand by this, yes, the golf courses will take a hit, but in the spring, the summer, the autumn, the golf course will massively benefit from it. I think from a specific date, all trolleys and buggies should be off. Now you can split those dates, so buggies come off first, then trolleys maybe 5-6 weeks later. But they both need to come off. I really think golf courses need to be making more of a concerted effort to protect the course through the winter. Like, my course is pretty much trolleys all year round, and like the majority of the courses in the Midlands, I can't comment for the rest of the world, unless, you know, the majority of the courses in the Midlands are clay based. They hold the bloody water, so you can imagine what it's like. It's pretty wet. So with the fact that it's holding water, trolleys and buggies, I'm just trying to park. You can see where I'm going, Christmas shopping. Trolleys and buggies shouldn't be on. They really shouldn't. We need to protect the courses more. I genuinely believe that. Now, when I spoke about this in my Q&A, people were people saying, yeah, but the courses won't survive, da 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 da. I think courses will still survive for the reason of, during the winter, people still have their golf societies. That will make a massive income for the golf clubs, or majority of golf clubs. So your older members that say, well, I'm not going to join, okay, that's fine. Let's say you lose 10, 15 members. You will make that revenue back from your golf societies through the winter. Is it a great loss that you've lost 10, 70, 80-year-olds? Not really. Not really. And I think, and then when you come to your spring, because the course has been protected, it hasn't been hacked to bits by trolleys and buggies, it's in so much better condition. Then a couple of years of that, the course is in really good condition. You think, you can now start charging more money for your green fees, for your society days. So the money, so over a period of time, by not having buggies and trolleys through the winter, generates more income for the golf club. That's my opinion. I could be completely wrong. Could be completely wrong. I'm not sure I am. But yeah. Anyway, that's enough about winter golf. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care. I've got lots of golf coming up. I'm at Halifax West End on Sunday. The following Saturday, I'm at Get Golf in Stoke. And the following Saturday, I am at the Forest of Arden. So loads of content to come. Stay tuned, and I won't leave a big gap this time. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, get over to GolfStar, get on that competition. Peace.